all-in-one employee engagement, recognition, and communication platform. We'll begin with the dashboard. The dashboard is where employees can get a quick digest of important information that's being broadcast through the Workmates platform. At the top, you'll see announcements and advocacies. These are generally the most important pieces of information that are broadcast through the system and have that paramount position at the top of the page. Below that, you'll find recognition, the kudos post. Kudos is one of the most popular features of Workmates, so you're able to easily see who's been giving each other shout outs, recent posts, you can say who's in and out, as well as upcoming events. Below that, you're able to directly communicate through inbox. This is a similar to feature to other instant message platforms, Slack, Teams, and other tools that are widely used. And then below, you'll be able to see birthdays, anniversaries. The system automatically creates a nice post congratulating your coworkers on these achievements. This will direct you into where most of the information is being broadcast, which are through feeds and channels. The feed within Workmates is your company feed. This is a place where information is broadcast globally across the entire organization. If you're a user that has the permissions to post into this feed, you can do so at the top, very similar to other social media platforms that everybody knows how to use. You can make a simple post, share pictures or videos, GIFs, attach documents, and you can send this to either the entire organization. You can filter it down into specific business units within the global organization, as well as to other feeds, which we'll get into in just a second. Beyond making a simple post, you're also able to create a simple poll. This is similar to a survey, but one question. Our system also allows for a full survey tool, much like SurveyMonkey and other popular survey systems. And one of the most popular features of Workmates is Kudos. This is a place where employees can give each other shout outs through the system. We call these Kudo badges. Now, these Kudo badges are generally branded to your organization's company values or recognition program that you've created. You can update both the branding images as well as naming conventions for these different Kudo posts. So let's say I want to give a shout out to a coworker for innovation. Maybe Bonnie did a great job presenting a new idea. So I can go in, say, great job, Bonnie. Give her a quick shout out and it'll show up on the feed, much like the one below here. I can like, comment, react to this, and the rest of the team can share in the congratulations. I'm also able to go beyond just recognizing Bonnie and reward her by giving her a point. Now, not only has Bonnie been recognized across the company, here we can go in and see it on the leaderboard as well, but she has now also been rewarded with those points. These points can be cashed out for common gift cards as well as custom rewards that you set up, whether it be actual gifts, company swag, or even experiences, lunch with the CEO, or maybe an extra day off. You're able to have this same type of experience on a more localized level with channels. Now, these channels are similar to Facebook groups that we're very familiar with. Our system allows for two types of channels. The first is what we call closed channels. These are channels that you become a member of by default. So think of this as channels for specific locations. So if I'm in location A, everybody in location A will be in that channel. We can communicate amongst each other. Or maybe it's everybody that reports to a specific manager or everybody in a department, division, location. As this information is updated, you'll automatically be reappropriated into different channels. The second type of channel is what we call open channels, and these are channels that can serve for any purposes. We see customers with channels designed for very business specific forums, much like here with company culture initiatives. This is maybe a place that people can discuss company culture and maybe put together company events. But you also see customers doing things much more on the social side. Maybe it's sports leagues, fantasy football, and other things like this. These channels, you're able to request to be a member. If it's then approved by an administrator, you can take part in the communication within that specific channel. And if we go into a channel that we're already a member of, notice it's the same type of interface, communication, and features that we have at the company level, but now on a much more localized level here, in this case, just amongst the 4 group members of this human resource department. So I can recognize, I can poll, I can survey everyone, but here only within this particular feed or channel. And that really sums up everything around employee communication within the system. The information is broadcast through these feeds and channels, much like similar platforms that we use on a daily basis. Under resources, we have special types of content that we can push through the channels and feeds, as well as external, that are saved in a special place. The announcements is really one of the most popular features within Workmates. This is where you're able to get rid of company newsletters that are either bulletin material or emailed and have a place to send it as a company blog and then stored and indexed within the system under the announcements. So as we see here, we can see lots of announcements. I can also search for an announcement. So maybe I wanted to pull up that recent update from COVID. I'm able to find that easily and review that information. And then if I'm a user that can post a new announcement, I can do so here. Notice I can post this just like the other types of content we discussed to the entire company, as well as down into individual channels. But beyond that, what you can do with an announcement that you can't do with a general post is also send this as a text message. So maybe this is an emergency communication or something that you want to make sure your employees get right away. This is a place where you can send it as a text message to remove any doubt of whether or not they've received that information. No longer having to rely on them seeing the email notification, push notification as well. To go an extra step, you can also create a company announcement as what we call a mandatory read post. This forces the employee to review and or e-sign this particular post before they can progress with any other pieces of the system. And as you make this post, you'll be able to see who has and who has not reviewed and or signed that particular post. Similar to announcements or advocacy posts, this is a place where you can send information out into the organization through the Workmates feed, but then enable your employees to share this externally across their own social media platforms. There's really two common use cases here. The first being job posts that you want to have your employees share across their networks, maybe across LinkedIn, and then through analytics, you're able to see who can see and who cannot, who has shared and who has not shared these particular posts and what kind of clicks and views it's elicited. The other common use that we see our customers have here is for general company announcements that they want the public to know about. Maybe a new product, maybe a new office opening. This can allow a little bit of grassroots marketing within the Workmates system. And the last piece of the resource library is Pages. So this is your content management system. This is a place where you can create folders, generally of topics, and then fill these folders with what we call pages. This is content, pictures, videos, best practices, word style documents that are been all stored within a central platform. And this is much like the announcements, searchable and indexable. So if I wanted to find a post on stress, notice I can search this, and then this particular page, talking about, in this case, stress and coping with COVID-19, is easily found. And then the central hub of the Workmates platform is the directory. This is a place where all employees can be easily found, kind of like a LinkedIn. I can go in and find a coworker I'm looking for, maybe Bonnie. And then when I click on her profile, I can see a little bit about her, things that she likes to do, what she does. I can also easily contact her through the system. I can also recognize her and see what she's been recognized for. She can also share her skills here, so we have a skills depository. And this is Workmates.